Good afternoon. Welcome along to BoxFit. Big thank you to them for allowing us to have the press conference here for Winner Takes It All, which is the next professional boxing show in the area, which takes place at Hardwick Hall, Sedgefield, on Saturday the 22nd of April. Doors opening at 6 p.m. And a big thanks to Hardwick Hall for allowing us to stage the show there. Probably one of the most talked about shows for a long time, this one. And reason being that we do have a big Northern Area title fight on this show, featuring the current champion, Daniel Cope, who is unavailable to attend the press conference today, although he has sent a brief text message, which I shall read out later. We do have the challenger here, though, Billy Snaith, on my right-hand side. Next to him, we've got Neil Hepper. At the end of the table, trainer Jeff Saunders. And on my left, young Jeff Stonehands Saunders, who will also feature, and he will fight for a challenge belt on the show. The rest of the card is made up with a good array of North East talent, with a little hint of Scotland thrown in as well. We have another local derby, which is for pride, between Carl Wilson, who also boxes out the South Durham gym. He'll fighting chances fight at TK Value, which promises to be a real heavyweight battle. We've also got Jordan King appearing on the card, Anth Hardy, and we can now confirm that Kyle Redfern will also be fighting on the show. So a really good show, full of local talent and a couple of great local derbies thrown in for extra effort. But we wouldn't be able to get these shows on without the support of the likes of Hardwick Hall, Print North East, Fannon's Gym and Fighting Chance, and of course BoxFit as well for helping us out with the press conference and the weigh-in, which will take place the day before. I think we've got to start with the one fight that everyone's talking about. I will read, as I have been requested to read, the text message that the current Northern Area champion has sent, so just bear with us and I will read it out. It does say, this is from Daniel Cope, "I am training hard to put in a great performance. Billy Snaith hasn't boxed anybody who punches back yet, so I'm going to show him what professional boxing is all about." Billy, what's your response to that?
Well, for one, he's a champion. You can't even turn up to a press conference. That goes to show how much of a fucking champion he is. He's a nugget. Simple as.
There's obviously a lot of stuff going on social media. There's a lot of people saying, they're saying that. What's your response to that, Billy?
Well, it is what it is, isn't it? You can say what you want. You've got to back it up in the ring. But like you say, training hard. What? In sweatsuits. He sleeps in sweatsuits. How's that training hard? I haven't got much to say really. I just want to bang him out.
22nd of April. 22nd of April, do you see yourself as the new Northern Area champion?
Yeah, in good fashion. I'm not just winning on points, he's getting knocked out cold.
How is the training going? I mean, you're looking great.
Have a look for yourself, you know what I mean? I've trained hard, I haven't had no time off from my last fight. I've stayed in the gym because I know it couldn't meant to be a hard fight, but we'll see, won't we? Just hope he has no excuses when I do win, because I'm meant to be the underdog and whatever bullshit, but he drew against a lad, 37-year-old, 140 losses. Come on, man, that's where I'm getting my confidence from. He was getting caught with single shots and getting wobbled. Wait, lie at him, then we'll see, won't we?
You've obviously gone to a different gym now, a different camp. What's the training been like with Jeff, first and foremost, and what's the conditioning been like with Ian Glass?
First of all, with Jeff, it's brilliant. Brilliant boxing. I'm coming on leaps and bounds, sparring, technique work. I never had none of that before, and now I'm enjoying my boxing again. Because of this, we're obviously not in sparring. Sometimes it's fucking tired graft. You get black eyes and don't want to be in there, but you just got to keep going. But that'll be the difference come fight night. I don't have excuses. I just get on with it. If Jeff tells us to do something, I do it. Simple as all Guinness. Both of them. If he tells us to do something, I'll do it. With him, he finds excuses. That's all he ever does, finds excuses. I just want a fair shot. If I beat him, then say, well done, Billy, you've won. But he won't. He'll say, oh, pull my hamstring. He's an idiot. That's all he is. He's a fool.
Your last fight for an international challenge belt in Walker, you did 8 rounds. Did you notice a difference in yourself? I know you weren't happy after you'd fought at St James's Park. You were very self-critical of yourself. You seem to be that kind of fighter. But obviously, when you fought at Walker Dome, what did you take out of that?
First time I've like enjoyed my boxing and like relaxed, not tense. I'm not like a robot no more. I was too robotic, walking in straight lines. Now I'm like getting behind my jab, thinking about what I'm doing. Like stop rushing in, getting caught with shots. When the shot's there, take the shot, and I'll be like you say, I'll be doing exactly the same. What he's expecting from me, to rush in or Billy Snare, fit all this carry on, running, get caught, box me out. I want to box his head off. So then what's his second game plan? Fighters, please come and fight us, meet us in the middle of the ring. I'll fight you for 10 rounds, and I'm fit too, not just fucking you with your sweatsuit.
Jeff, we'll come to you. Talk about Billy first. You know, you've taken him under your wing. What improvements have you seen since he came to the gym, and how do you see the fight going?
I've always rated Billy when he used to box with us as an amateur. Well, now you see he's got a bit between the teeth now, and he trains hard. You know what I mean? Like you said, whatever you tell him, he'll do it. Sparring, he's fitting in well with the sparring. He's not missing out on his runs. He's not shirking any sessions. He's there and he's doing the job properly. And he will take some beating on the day. He will take some beating.
We might as well talk about Neil. Obviously, we did have it planned out. We could have fought Peter Cope. It hasn't happened, sadly. Do you want to tell us just your thinking behind that?
Well, he's had time out and jumping in with having time out, coming across a lad like that. I mean, that's why I pulled him on the fight. You know what I mean? His preparation wasn't right, but there's without a doubt, they will meet. They will meet this year towards the end of the season. You know what I mean? I'll make a point of that, and he will be ready. But the timing wasn't right for this fight. You know what I mean? But we will take that fight, like.
Whilst you've got the microphone, obviously we'll come to Jeff last, but Jeff's obviously going to step up. He's done 6 rounds now. You know, you're moving him up to 8 rounds. He's got a challenge belt fight, an English challenge belt fight against a young lad, Truman.
Yeah.
Do you know much about him and his...
Well, he's Jeff's ready for him. Yes, just no problems whatsoever. I'm saying no problems whatsoever. I don't like to say too much like that, but he's ready for him. He's ready for the 8 rounds. He's ready for 10 rounds, I would say, like.
Pass the mic to Emma. Neil, obviously, you made your comeback. You're back in the gym again now. Peter Cope, are you disappointed that hasn't happened? And you've heard there from Jeff that later in the year he'd be more than happy to take that fight. Obviously, I've noticed there has been, again, social media plays such a big part in boxing now. But there's been a lot of comments on social media directly towards you saying that you probably chickened the fight, you didn't want to fight him. What's your response to that?
To be honest, I haven't even looked at social media, and I couldn't give a shit really what he said on that. We've just made a decision where I missed my last 4-round fight, so we've decided as a team to go for one more 4-rounder. Then we'll step it up. That fight will happen. Obviously, it's been made now, so it's got to happen. And we'll do it whether it's summer. I'll go and fight him in his backyard if I need to. So yeah, that fight happened. I wasn't disappointed. It was the right decision at the right time. You know, the input from Jeff, the input from Mark McGuinness. I listen to these two. I've got my best interests at heart, simple as that. So another 4-rounder, another good win, and then we'll step it up.
Good stuff. And how's it going in the gym for you personally? Are you still enjoying it? You still got the enthusiasm you had when you came back 12 months ago?
Well, I love it. I'm in the right gym now. I'm in the right gym. You know, like, my coaches understand me, I understand them. You know, I've got the lads, Billy, Jeff, we've got Carl, we've got a few good lads. We all understand each other, we all click, we all gel. The sparring's unbelievable. You know, we've got unbeaten fighters. Sparring's very, very good. Of course, I'm enjoying it, yeah. Can I just, I'd like to thank my sponsors while I'm on that, is that all right, yeah? BoxFit Health Club, Christie's Pizzeria, Dan the sports therapist, he's looking after all my treatments, and Dale McPherson at 3D Strength. Cheers.
Good stuff. Last but certainly not least, Jeff, going up to 8 rounds now, and you know, a challenge belt, but obviously bigger days ahead for you.
Yeah, like you say, it's just it's like the class as a stepping stone, but still a big fight for me. You know, it's the biggest one to date. I'd say 8-round fight for a title in my back garden. So I should hopefully have a big massive shout. Hopefully the pressure doesn't get to us, but it shouldn't. Hopefully not. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to get in the ring and showcase. I haven't boxed back at home for about 6-7 years now. Obviously, the last time I did was before I joined the army, and that's been about 6-7 years ago since the last box there. So I'd like to show my hometown, what I'm all about again, you know, before I make the biggest step for bigger titles and stuff.
You had a big, big fight in Walker. It was a tough opponent. Obviously, you're getting some rounds under your belt. What did you learn from your last outing in Walker, do you think?
Well, I don't know. Keep away from him, I suppose, when they're coming out with the elbow. He's going to get elbows about 5 times, isn't he? No, but these gentlemen are rough. They come forward for a fight. He came to win. Good experience for that, because he was constantly smothering me work. He was a slippy customer, and I think I got a good 6-round hard fight out of it, what I need for the next level to step onto, you know. So it was a good fight, and I think it was a perfect time for it. But like I say, now we've got to step up more, and we've got to keep pushing ahead now, because done my 2 years apprenticeship. Now I've got my eyes set on titles and belts, what I want around my waist.
Chris Truman, obviously that's who you're facing for this challenge belt. Do you know much about him?
I know he has a decent amateur background. He's won a couple of national titles, finalists and whatnot, but so his pedigree's there. Professional record, it's not as good as mine, but you know what I mean. But he's been in with some better people. Do you know what I mean? So he's got to give him a bit of leeway. He's going to come for the fight. He knows his way around the ring, so I'm not going to underestimate the man at all. But like I say, I won't be pulling no shots, and I will be going out for the definite win or stoppage if it comes. Definitely.
Good stuff. Well, the show takes place on the 22nd of April. It's a Saturday night at Hardwick Hall in Sedgefield. Tickets are available from all the fighters on the top table and on the poster. We'll take some questions from the floor if anyone's got any. Paul, Peter?
Yeah, it would definitely be strange. Like I say, I'm unbeaten, touch wood, over there. So I've got to keep it there. Got to keep the ball rolling, you know. So it would be good though to get back in front of the home crowd, because people see me box there when I was 11-year-old. I'm 25 now. Do you know what I mean? I've had hundreds of fights since then, and I've experienced different things, you know. So it'll be good to come back to show them what the final product nearly looks like. Well, I like my dad for one. You know what I mean? And it was hard growing up, you know, in a boxing family and stuff. I was getting pushed hard into it, but like you say, it's paid off now. So yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
It's not a case of frustration, it's just a case of timing. It got organised, and we've just had a look at it, and with missing the last 4-round fight, we've missed out on one that was planned, you know, so maybe we rushed into it too much. But like I say, these things like he's running scared and this, that, and the other, he's got no ass. I mean, I went and fought Luke Campbell, he's Olympic champion. He's not a patch on that, do you know what I mean? It's nothing to do with balls, I'll fight anybody. It's a case of time, so that's a lot of nonsense. Yeah, I'm a different fighter completely. Training with Jeff and Guinness and the lads, I'm a different fighter altogether. I'm more mature. I understand the sport more, so I've got much more to give. Well, by the sounds of things, we'll be winning the next one and we'll be going on to fight Peter Cope. So, I don't disrespect any opponents at all. I don't disrespect Cope. They're saying I've got no balls. I've said now my comeback is I will fight you. Simple as that. I'll come to your backyard and fight you.
It's a bit disrespectful to everyone who's putting the hard work in, like yourself, Steve, Tracy, Jeff, us lads in the gym working hard. He's the champion, he should be showing the example. So it goes to show who is going to be the champion. I'm the one who's showing the example, not him. Goes to show, one day off work, how hard's that? More ready than him. What I think he's did after harder and better. Trust me, I train my ass off every day. Train my ass off. I'm ready. Ready now to go now. I was ready 3 weeks ago. So just hope he is. Put a good display for all you people to watch, and that's it. Oh, it's gonna be bouncing. Palmy Army, really? It's gonna be fucking bouncing. It's gonna be electric. What a show it's gonna be. It'll be the best show in in a couple of years. This is going to be great for everyone. And I hope this fight, all the like nonsense what I've talked as well, and him, bullshit, I hope you can both back it up there and put a good display on, instead of like people talking shite and going in there and both bottle a cunt. I won't be bottling this. Believe us, I can't.
Yeah, fine. Okay, that's great. Well, that's all from us. I think Jeff just wants to give a quick name check to his sponsors as well.
Yeah, like I say, I've been professional now for two and a bit years, and to be a full-time athlete, it's very hard to come by, you know. So I've got to thank my sponsors for my journey so far. That'll be ESRG, played a big role in my career as of date. Premier Road Markings, we've got Ian Glass, who's never forget about him. Michael Turner of Eclipse Gym, who's took on board coach at the minute. We've also got Premier Road Markings, I think I've mentioned him, and Ramside Hall Hotel. I can't thank them enough for what they're doing. Like I say, I'm looking for titles this year, and like I say, all that 2 years now of what they've helped me out, all paid off. So thank you.
Great stuff. So that finishes the press conference from our point of view. If anybody wants any individual interviews with the lads, they'll be here for another half hour. So thanks very much for coming, and make sure you get the tickets and the ticket details out there for us as well. People can buy tickets from the fighters themselves or Tracy Saunders on 07944 695 367. Thank you.